Welcome back. That was then 1996 when R. Kelly wrote and produced the inspirational anthem, I Believe I Can Fly. The hit single topped multiple charts, won 3 Grammys, and added nearly 2 million to the 75 million records he has sold worldwide.
But this is now in 2020 while he awaits trial on 22 federal counts of criminal sex abuse. He has been denied bail indefinitely and remains in solitary confinement for his own safety after being brutally attacked. His older brother talked exclusively to our Melissa McCarty as Central Ave investigates R. Kelly's life on the inside.
This individual went to his cell while R. Kelly was sound asleep, started stomping on his head, punching him in the head. Kelly suffered broken ribs, he suffered a concussion, he suffered all sorts of other injuries.
Attorney Steve Greenberg says the individual is Jeremiah Farmer, a fellow inmate at the Metropolitan Correctional Facility in Chicago, where R. Kelly is being held. Who is Jeremiah Farmer?
He is a gangbanger convicted in a federal RICO case of a series of murders to further the gang's activities, and he's looking at a sentence of life imprisonment.
Has anyone in the family spoken to Robert since he was attacked by Jeremiah Farmer? Do you know how he's recovering?
We're in regular contact with him. He's doing well as can be expected.
Mr. Kelly, excuse me, allegations. Anything you say to Chicago?
He's the puppet master.
I should have never introduced my family.
Shortly after the airing of the Lifetime docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, the 53-year-old R&B singer was accused of multiple sex crimes, including aggravated sexual abuse of a minor, child pornography, and obstruction of justice federally and in 3 states, Illinois, Minnesota, and New York. He has pled not guilty to all charges and awaits trial in early 2021.
During the pandemic, the speedy trial component of the criminal case has essentially been suspended, meaning that because of the pandemic, the courts are adjourning cases that would normally be ready for trial.
Mr. Kelly has been the subject of an unprovoked attack because of who he is. And it's clear that the Bureau of Prisons cannot adequately accommodate the need to keep him safe.
In this audio recording of a recent appeal, Kelly's attorney Thomas Farinella argues that in addition to their concerns for his physical safety, Kelly is diabetic, which puts him at high risk for contracting COVID, and he is functionally illiterate, which makes it difficult to prepare him for trial. The court has denied Kelly bail 3 times and rejected the appeal.
He faces very serious charges. There's lots of reasons not to release him.
What are some of the reasons the court has denied him?
We've asked for bond on many occasions, and the court repeatedly denies it because they claim that he is a combination of a flight risk and a danger to the community, which we think is just absolute BS on both counts.
To say that there's no probable cause is really hard to say, except by a defense attorney. This case is one of the most serious I have ever seen. And, you know, what I am aware of in reference to what I know about what has happened to some of these young girls.
Gloria Allred, who represents 6 of Kelly's alleged victims, says there is no violation of Kelly's rights.
He has a right to be presumed innocent unless and until he's proven guilty in a court of law. But I think there certainly is sufficient evidence for him to be held for trial.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Milk R. Kelly! Milk R. Kelly!
Meanwhile, Robert's older brother Bruce says the family is concerned that given the damning parade of accusers in Surviving R. Kelly, he has already been found guilty in the court of public opinion. You're saying he's being prosecuted in the public, which has destroyed his life before he even goes before a judge and a jury.
Yes, absolutely. But being prosecuted in front of the public, you're putting that narrative in the minds of potential jurors. So if you're doing that before trial starts, where's the fairness at? How is he going to get a fair trial?
I have confidence that Mr. Kelly will get a
call
fair
from Carrie
trial,
Killick.
I always hope that my clients who are alleged to be the victims will also receive a fair trial.
Now, it's important to note how rare sequestered anonymous juries are, which R. Kelly will be tried before in New York. It's typically reserved for members of the mafia or other organized crime syndicates. So authorities are taking an abundance of caution. Back to you, Sonia and Jaleesa.
An all-new Central Ave.